Oh man, I can't believe it, but it's that time of the year again. Another one bites the dust. Crazy. So it's time to reflect on 2023, and I usually put this in an income report, but I don't know, I just wanted to do it separate because it's a new year. So let's talk about 2024.
What's going on? My name is Cole Connor. I'm an artist and entrepreneur, and I was put here to do two things: create and inspire. Thanks for being here. Let's get into it.
Oh man, 2023. You're gonna see me looking off to the side a lot, and that's just me thinking. That's how I talk. Maybe this happens every year, or maybe not every year, but man, this was such a huge year of growth for me. Yeah, so much change. The growth on YouTube has been amazing. I've stayed consistent. My business has been consistent. I've been able to survive and figure out other ways to make money. My acting growth has been like tremendous in 1 year, like insane. And then obviously ending a relationship that was like not expected, and I wasn't thinking that was gonna happen at all, and it did. And as a person, just like as a single solo person in the world, I have just grown so much and had so many experiences and become closer to the person that I want to be in general. I'm impressed that I'm staying, my body's looking better, I'm getting skinnier and more fit, and I've stayed consistent in that realm. I've been making music I've produced myself, and they're not complete, but 15-ish songs. And that's like a big goal for 2024 is to get those out there. A lot of people tell me like, I don't know how you do it all, but it's just like all I do. I mean, all I do is this stuff is, I wake up, I drink coffee, I edit videos, I read emails, I take business phone calls, I write scripts, I make music in the evenings usually. It's just all day, every day. It's what I do, and I love it. I love not focusing on one thing, and I love doing all these different things. I've never been diagnosed with ADD, but I'm pretty sure I have ADD, and I just love doing it all. So if you're watching this and you care about this journey, you jumped on along this journey, you've been here for a long time, just thank you. Like, thank you genuinely from my heart. You, whether you're watching, liking, commenting, you're a client, whatever, you help me do this. And, you know, I think as artists, a lot of times we have ego, like no one can stop me, and that a lot of times comes out in my music. Like, I'm still going, I'm still fighting, I'm still doing this. But the reality of the situation is you can't do much of anything without people helping you, and without a community, without a good mother, without a father, without someone at some point protecting you or helping you. So thank you. That's really, this year has been, it's been lonely, but it's been less lonely because of the people who watch this, because of the friends, the community, the family that I have. And those are probably all the different types of people that watch this. So yeah, thank you. So things like I've learned in 2023, you know, I talk about artistry a lot, but I just reconnected with myself in a major way. Like, I don't even feel like the same person as I was at the beginning of the year, 6 months ago. I mean, really 3 or 4 months ago. The things I've been doing, the people I've been meeting, and the way I've been feeling about the things I'm creating is just on a whole nother level. And it's freaking wild, man. It's just, I feel like an alien. I feel like I am just so connected to myself, which in turn helps me be more connected to other people. When I'm communicating, when I'm talking, I feel like acting has been like a superpower, because acting isn't about faking it. Acting is about being real and authentic. And so it's just like helped me it's just like connect, man. It's just connect. It helps me connect. And it connects and just in the music and I don't even know. It sounds crazy, but it's just it's cool, and I feel like more of an artist than I've ever felt, and I love that. And I'm just embracing it, man. I'm embracing. It doesn't always mean I'm richer. It doesn't mean that I do better business wise or entrepreneurial, but I don't care. And that doesn't mean I'm going to be a starving artist, because that's the whole thing that I do. It's about creative entrepreneurship. So it's finding ways to make money through your art. And I still haven't figured it all out, but I'm learning more and more as we go. And one of the main things I've learned is that the balance has to be there. And that's what's always been a struggle for me. You know, make money, art, make money, art. It's hard to balance it. But this year, I feel like I really have balanced it pretty well. It teeter-totters sometimes, but I think for the most part, I don't push myself entrepreneurially if it's going to take away from my art. And I personally think that's good, and it's allowed me to grow creatively. Anyways, so let's talk about just a couple things that I want to do for 2024. I used to make goals so much differently. I used to be like, yo, I'm going to get 10,000 subs and make all this money. I think I might have mentioned this last year. I want to do this much a month, this much a month, but this much a month. That's what I'm saying. But what I've realized more and more is that obviously it's the little things that bring you to make those goals happen. And if you don't have like a little plan, or you don't do the little things, then those goals don't happen. So my first goal is to keep consistently posting. It's not always easy. It's easy to get burnt out. I do a lot of different things that makes it easier, but I really want to be posting, you know, ideally twice a week on YouTube, whatever that means for all the other social media platforms. You know, I do want to focus more on the TikTok stuff, and maybe I will for music. It's not as fun for me. It feels very like just following what other people do. I don't know. I'm just not a big. I like to watch it. I like to scroll on it, but I don't know if I'm a TikTok creator yet. Maybe it will happen. I don't know. Never say never. But really focus on YouTube, consistently posting, then posting small clips on Instagram and TikTok, etc. That's really my goal for YouTube. It's something, you know, I've seen these things catch on, and then, you know, certain videos do well. So I'm just going to keep making stuff, and whatever happens, whatever happens. You know, I want to, this year I doubled. It would be amazing if I doubled this coming year as well, or more. It seems to be the constant build-up, a snowball effect of the more you grow, the faster you grow, etc. So I hope that stays true. But it's one of those things I can't really control. I can just make stuff and put it out. That's what I do. Yeah. Next thing is musically. I really wanted this to happen last year, but there was a whole bunch of shenanigans that happened, and so I was only able to put out 2 singles, which was great. So it was Revenge and Dark Circles, and that's good. But so much happened, and I started producing. So I reproduced almost every song that I had written for what I was going to drop last year. And like I said, they're not all complete, but I'm producing them myself, and we're going to get them mixed and mastered and all that stuff. And I got to work on a lot of the lyrics. It was like production comes first, because I'm making this music like, it's very custom. It's not like getting a beat from somewhere and just writing to it. It's like I'm really trying to build almost like a cinematic music experience with each song, and I don't know if it'll connect or land or not, but I hope it does. And it's, for me, my biggest and best artistic pursuit that I've done in a while, and it's definitely, I haven't put this much time into music in at least 7 years or so. So I'm super excited about that. So my goal is I want to drop at least 5 to 6 singles and drop an album. That's what it is. I don't know when it's going to happen. I don't know how it's going to happen. All I know is that the songs are getting close. I've definitely got 5 to 6 that are like 80% done. And then it's just about having the funds to finish an album and put it out and promote it properly. So hopefully an album by mid-year or fall of 2024. I haven't dropped a full album since 2016, so that's freaking crazy. It's 8 years since a full album. I did drop an EP, and I have been a part of lots of projects and singles and stuff, but My own album, it's been a while. In the acting world, for me, it's about taking more workshops, I think. I think I'm pretty good at improv, so I want to really see how good I am at improv and do the groundlings. There's a couple like LA acting school I want to try. I might go back and do the Meisner again for a year, 2 year program. Just learning, constantly getting better. I want to do some stuntman stuff. I am getting in shape, so I'm feeling like I'm at a good place now where I can beat the shit out of some people. So I'm gonna try to do that. Not try. I'm gonna do that. That's something I want to do. And even voiceover stuff. I have a voice. It's what I've worked on for so long. So I want to be able to do. And now launching at Wendy's. This is what we have: the brand new bacon double cheeseburger, only $2.99. I don't know, something like that. I've been working my voice, so I think I can do it. And so then, I mean, besides all that, that's the work that you put in, but I want to lock down some film and TV roles. That's something that, like, in my life right now, that could completely change my life. And it doesn't even have to be a big role, just like a minor role, a supporting role, getting into SAG would be huge for my career in that sense. But I mean, yeah, that's the crazy thing with acting is you don't know when your life is just going to completely change. And what I mean by it doesn't have to be a major role, like even films that are not huge, you could get paid really well, and that could change my life too. So that's the goal with that. I've been saying this for forever, and I have gotten, those who have been following my journey for a while know that I went into credit card collections like a long time ago, like 6 or 7 years ago. I did get out of that this year, so that was cool. And now it's just about paying off all of my other debts and shit and building up my credit score. So that's a goal financially. And business-wise, I think my business is just going to continue to naturally grow here. I've built some really good relationships with other amazing businesses that have allowed me also to work with them and work with people that I like and enjoy. And so I think that's going to continue to grow. But really, entrepreneurially, my main business goal is to shift my income from being like, 90-10 or 80-20, whatever it is, creative stuff and business stuff, aka real estate photo video. It's just almost all real estate photo video. So I'm really trying to shift that to where it's at least 50-50 next year. That would be ideal. And that comes from acting, that comes from selling products, that comes from YouTube income, that comes from sponsorships. Really, I don't know, lots of other things. And we're working on more production company stuff with Apollo's Bow. And if you haven't checked out graphic content, we're working with Pat. We're going to be doing some really cinematic style videos, and that might turn into, I don't know, it might turn into something making money like production company wise, because that's what Apollo's Bow has always been. But now I'm meeting the right people who have similar visions. So that could turn into a moneymaker for sure. And I don't want this video to be too crazy long. So the last thing, I'll go to like health and fitness wise. I'm doing good. Just got to eat healthier. I do pretty good. Not great, but like pretty good. Probably just as good or better than ever. But I need to incorporate just some healthier foods consistently. Like, I've never been a veggie guy, so more veggies. Cooking at home, great. Gonna continue to do that more. I have been doing it more. I need to take time to be with just my thoughts more. And I always feel like I'm wasting time. I always feel like I'm trying to get to a goal. So me just sitting or being sometimes feels like I'm not getting there fast enough. That's something I can admit and I constantly struggle with. But there needs to be some sort of step in that direction, whether it's meditation. I've been having a lot of problem falling asleep at night. I think it's like being a single thing and being like, just like, no, I shouldn't sleep yet. And you're just scrolling or whatever it is. I need to get over that because that keeps me from waking up as early as I want, which keeps me from doing other things. So lots of things in that realm I need to work on, but mostly it's just, I think, being able to meditate, sit still, put the phone away, put the work away, and just be with my thoughts, write more, read more, all those things we constantly say. And then, yeah, the biggest goal, so if I can set myself up to make more money, I'm more zen, make more money as in 50-50 creative, become more zen, I'm becoming more healthy, then ideally the next step for me is going to be setting myself up for traveling. The acting could kind of throw a wrench in this, aka if I have to like stay and do a movie or something like that, I would obviously do that. But what I'm trying to do is set myself up to do, I don't know if I said this on these videos, but I've been trying to do some sort of van life or traveling or something for a very long time. And it just hasn't worked out. So I'm constantly working towards being able to travel the world in some capacity with my boy Kenai. That's really what I want to make happen. And I don't mean necessarily live on the road all the time, but being able to take like a 3-month adventure and travel around all these states and things and see the world and film it. And that's, I think that's the direction I'd like to go, is do more adventures and real life stuff, not just talking. And not just even acting, but some real life inspiring shit. So that's where I'm at. Those are some of my goals, some of my thoughts going into the new year. You just never know what's going to happen though, man. Life throws curveballs all the time. Could be I meet a woman and shit changes. Could be I go acting and shit changes. I could have a song that blows up. I don't know, something horrible could happen. There's so many things, but this is what I want to happen. This is the direction I'm going. And nothing bad's gonna happen. All this stuff is gonna work out. I believe it, one step at a time. I hope y'all have an amazing 2024. What are some of your goals? Can you tell me? What do you think of my goals? Can I help you? Are there things you want to see, etc.? Yeah, that's it. My name's Cole. I'll catch you next time. Happy New Year.
Please don't speak if you don't know me. I'm so tired of living low-key. Now I'm all in your grill and got you all in your feelings. I just tell them I got no niche. Please don't speak if you don't know me.